Hi, this is Caleb McCain with A Safe Landing, and I'm here to show and share Christian perspectives in counseling. So today I'm kind of going through a topic that's really about feeling stuck. Oftentimes people feel stuck in their lives and they say, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to grow. I don't know where to go. Or maybe they say, I just feel anxious. I just feel depressed. It seems like a lot of people currently on social media are bringing light to the experience of anxiety and depression. And they're saying things like, well, I deal with anxiety. It's a part of my life. And there's a problem with that. There's a stuckness. It's almost as though they're okay with inviting it into their home. I live with anxiety. It's like I live with a roommate or I live with my spouse. They're just inviting it into their home and into their lives. It's actually a point of giving up, and that's not okay. We want life and life to the fullest. Usually, growth happens in an upward motion for a plant, for a company, for other things. I mean, you can take a lot of elements in life, and what we see is that growth is an upward momentum. Yet there's also a downward experience in the process. The only way to grow upward well is to root deeply into things, root deeply into deep things. And so maybe if you're an owner of a company, you would be rooting into what does it look like to make sure my profit margins are increased, or make sure that I don't have the losses that are occurring in minute places all over, but really make everything more succinct and working and functioning for you. So when we get to people and relationships and deeper things, typically it means that something about my personality and identity needs to change when I root deeply. If I'm rooting deeply, then those traits will come out in a positive manner. Most people aren't willing to do a lot of personal change or a lot of internal growth where they change personality and identity. They'll change behaviors and they'll change aspects of how they think a little bit, but to have those deep rooted changes, it actually has to take place in identity, and it has to take place in a way that affects personality. So when we talk about growing healthily and not being stuck, one of the identifiers is, are we doing things that are comfortable? Are we doing things that bring relief? If I find myself functioning in a way that brings relief, then I'm probably not growing deeper. I'm probably just spreading out so that I can relax and be comfortable. Rather, what we should do is probably grow deeper so we can grow up. Okay? So those deep roots produce more foliage on top. And to do that, we have to not necessarily be more comfortable, because typically growth is hard and it's difficult. That's why most people don't do it, is because they don't like hard things. And at times I've been that person that didn't like hard things. Other times I love hard things because I want to grow and I see the fruit that comes from it. So when we get back to how do we get out of stuckness, primary focus is, let's make sure we're rooting in deeper things. Am I doing things out of comfort, or am I doing them out of growth? Am I doing them to relieve pain? To relieve, I just got to get it off of me. Oh, I just need a break. If that kind of language is coming out, if those statements are coming, most likely you're doing things out of comfort. When we see growth, usually the statements are going to be something to this extent: I will get through this and I'll be better on the other side. I know this is painful right now, but I can see that this will be helpful. This is going to be very difficult, and it's all right. That's in a resilient mindset. When we have resilient mindsets, then we can have flexibility when it comes to problems and struggles, and we're not stuck. Stuckness comes from not knowing where to go, being in a place where we feel like we just need to relieve the pain and relieve the tension. All right. So here's where we end off, is that we talk about growth and not feeling stuck. The difference really is you have to root deeply into harder things that are about who you are, what's going on in your life, the value of you, no matter what the circumstances are. That you would be able to find something that shows a character change. I can be a different person. And that will produce growth rather than stuckness. I hope you enjoy these videos. I look forward to making another one, and I'll see you next time.